Happy Canada Day to all our Canadian friends and all our friends around the world. Doesn't matter which country you live in, feel free to celebrate Canada Day with us. I hope you're having a great day and you get to celebrate and spend time with people you love over the weekend. Well, this week we have a huge announcement and I am so excited to tell you. I've been waiting so long. It's been kind of torturous not being able to share information. So make sure you watch all the way through because you don't want to miss our big announcement. It's actually going to be officially announced tomorrow, but I thought I would give you a sneak peek today. We've also been continuing to work this week on the pub area, but also I've been outside, starting to work on some outside jobs. And we also tested out our tent. Now, if you remember in a previous video, our tents arrived for the summer market and we needed to test them. So I will share our tent adventure with you. So make sure you watch to the end of the video today and you'll get to see all that. So let's start and show you what we've been up to this week. With the summer market at the end of July, we want to make sure that the manor is looking pretty good on the outside. So this week I have been working on getting the outside a little bit tidied up and actually starting to do some planting because we don't actually have or haven't had any plants, flowers, color, and we want to put something in. And the challenge is that we can't do it all because there's so much to do outside. So we've decided to focus on just a couple of areas. One is the flower bed around the rock wall at the front, and the other one is the flower bed on the driveway. And so I've just been focusing on those two areas and looking at ways that I can make it look beautiful. My first job was to lay out the plants that we picked up to kind of work on the design, and then I planted. And most of them were perennials. We did some annuals, but I'm wanting a real cottage garden feel to it. And this will be over years because they'll all fill in. But we went with different heights and colors: lavenders, hydrangeas, hostas, daisies, bee balm, delphiniums, some different phlox, different colors, and so we went with low and high. And I'm actually going to add in a couple of roses, so I've left a couple of spaces to put those in a bit later. But it's really starting to come together and it looks beautiful with the rock wall. We even put together a couple of pots just by the front door just to give it a splash of color. We're not doing much planting of veggies or any of those kind of garden pieces this year. That will be next year, but we have decided to do a little bit of mint, which we love to use in our drinks. And so we've picked up 4 different types actually. We've got orange mint, grapefruit mint, mojito mint, and after 8 mint. And they smell amazing. So I went in search of something to plant them in, and I found this old trough. Is that the best word for it? I'm not really sure what it was used for. Maybe chickens. I found this in our old chicken coop. And you know me, I love to reuse things. So I decided I'm going to use this for my mint. So I'm going to fill it with soil and I'm going to plant my mint. Now, there's not a huge amount of space. So the mint is probably going to completely overgrow it. Because I know that mint does that. But for now, we'll start here, and then if I need to, I can replant into a bigger space. But for now, this is where I'm going to start. So that's them all planted. It's now time for me to move this to their new home. The mint's new home for now is on this concrete block at the front of the manor. It's so ugly looking. It used to be the coal chute, and at some point we will have time to do something with it. But until then, at least it will smell nice as you walk past. So today I am really excited to be able to give you a sneak peek of a big announcement that we're going to be making tomorrow. And it's all about coffee. Now, over the last few weeks, you probably will have seen in our social media posts some little hints about what we've been up to, but we're really excited that tomorrow we're going to be announcing that we have partnered with Piccadilly Coffee and Joelle Martin at Monprey Collection, and we have a exclusive Lady Smith Manor coffee blend. Now, this coffee blend will only be available here at the Manor. So if you come and visit, this is the coffee that you'll be drinking. It'll also be available in our boutique, online, and here at the Manor. So you'll be able to take some home and enjoy it at home as well. But we are just thrilled. And the great thing is, we don't just have one blend, we actually have two. So we have our exclusive Lady Smith Manor blend, which is a medium roast, and we also have our Sandpiper blend, which is a light roast. So we've tried to kind of give people an option of which one they would prefer to have. And both of them are just amazing. The Sandpiper is, like I say, a light roast. It's got just enough sweetness to get your senses going. It's really great for an early morning to start your day. And then our Lady Smith Manor blend is a medium roast. It's much more full-bodied and rich. It's got kind of nutty undertones, a little bit of caramel, and it's so smooth. So smooth. Like, I'm not, to be fair, until recently a big coffee drinker. I've always been a tea drinker. I'm from England, you know. That's what we do in England. And so I'd never really found a coffee I really liked until I started drinking Piccadilly coffee. And their coffee is just amazing. It's got no bitter aftertaste, so smooth. And so I just love it. And it's just such a thrill to be able to work with other local businesses. So these are going to be available and released on the 24th of July at the summer market here at the Manor. But we are doing some pre-sales, so if you would like to order some and pick it up at the market, or we'll pick it up after the 24th, you can do that, so you get your spot. We're going to have it in 3 different versions. We're going to have it with the full beans, we're going to have it ground, and we're also going to have it coarse ground, because we have learned, or I have learned, a lot about coffee over the last few weeks in this whole process. And one of them is about the French press. Now, we bought this French press, which I just love. It's got the copper. And I've learned that you need coarse ground coffee in a French press rather than the regular ground. And so we have been experimenting over the last couple of weeks on how to make the perfect cup of coffee in our French press. And so we've now figured out this is how we like to do it. It's 2 scoops, so a scoop per person of the coffee. We then fill it to the line of our French press with hot water. And we then wait for 5 minutes. Now, I didn't even realize that there was a whole science around when do you press down your French press. I just assumed you pour it in and you just press it down, right? Well, no. Apparently, there is a very specific waiting period. You don't want to wait too long, you don't want to do it too quickly. And so we've been experimenting with a kind of 4 to 5 minutes, and we found that 5 minutes is the perfect amount for us. So that's what we do. We wait, we put it in the hot water and we wait 5 minutes, and then we press it down, and that gives us the perfect cup. So both of these blends, like I say, are now available on our website, ladysmithmanor.com, and you can pre-order. As of the 24th of July, they'll be available here at the Manor, at the market, online, for you to pick up and take home immediately. But we're just so excited, and I'm thrilled not only to be working with Piccadilly, but Joelle Martin at Monprey Collection actually designed and painted the images for these labels. So I worked with her, we designed the label together, but she did all the artwork for me. And she just captured it beautifully. So we wanted a sandpiper because obviously Dorchester is famous for its sandpipers. So we wanted to really bring that into our coffee blend. And so she painted this gorgeous sandpiper that we've used on that label. And then on our Lady Smith Manor label, we've used the oak tree in our, just the side of the manor. We wanted something that really was close to home here at Lady Smith Manor, and so we commissioned her to paint our oak tree. And our oak tree, we're actually putting a rope swing into one of the branches, and so she's painted it with the rope swing. And so when you come and drink your coffee here on the terrace, you can sit and look at the oak tree that's on the label. So I'm just thrilled that we're able to work with Joelle, and she has just created something so beautiful. And we have both of the blends in 2 sizes. We have the 8 ounces and the 16 ounces, and you can see all the information on the website. But let's get back to the coffee. So my 5 minutes is up. So I am going to do the really fun part of pressing my down, and let's pour. I'm ready to enjoy my coffee. So I'm still cutting out bunting. I've been working on it all week, and I have 3 of the fabrics done. I'm on the last fabric. Each fabric has made 195 triangles, which is a lot of triangles. So once I finish cutting this piece of fabric, then I'm going to sew all the triangles back to back together. So they'll be double-sided, and then they'll all be sewn onto the tape that will be strung between the tents. So I think it's gonna, I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be fantastic. It's a lot of triangles, but it's gonna all be worth it. And so obviously the bunting is being made, but we needed the tents. So a couple of weeks ago, we purchased a couple of tents. They arrived, and we wanted to kind of test them out. We wanted to check that they were the size we wanted and the quality. So this week we put one of the tents up, and I had kind of visions of Stephen and I kind of drowning in tent material and it being this crazy adventure. But actually it worked out pretty well. I was quite surprised at how easy it was to put up the tent. Now, it did say in the instructions you needed 2 people, which in hindsight we've decided you really need 4 people, but we managed to do it with 2 people. So have a look. So now we know our tents are good. We're going to order a couple more. And it was the perfect timing, because we put the tent up, and just as we finished putting it up, it started to rain. So it was the perfect test. We know there's no holes, we know it works, it keeps you dry, it works perfectly, so that was fantastic. So I'm going to carry on working on my bunting, and you make sure you head over to our website, ladysmithmanor.com, and order your coffee. Trust me, you will want to try this coffee. If you like a light roast, then the Sandpiper one will probably be best. If you like a medium roast, the Lady Smith Manor exclusive blend, you're gonna love that. And if you're not sure, buy one of each. That's my philosophy. Try both, and then you can decide which one you like best. But you will be able to, like I say, pick those up at the summer market. So if you've not got your summer market tickets yet, head on over and get those too, because you'll be able to be the first people to actually take it home and try it and enjoy it. So that will be, anyone who's at the summer market will get first chance to actually taste the coffee. So I'm going to get back to this, and I will see you next week on our next episode of the Lady Smith Manor Diaries.